post game on Saturday with Deeside Dragons coach Mike Clancy. Mike, first of all, welcome back to Billingham Stars TV. Possibly not the reception you wanted after that first game, but as we were talking before the match, your pre-season was great, and then your plans for tonight kind of thrown in and out this week.
Yeah, very, very different to last year. It's great to have a proper pre-season. It was fantastic to get a skate out against the Bristol Pitbulls that really pushed us from a speed side of it. You know, seeing the game lifted at that level, I thought it did the guys good. We took a lot from those pre-season games and thought we'd come in tonight absolutely ready to play. A little bit of a disappointing start to the start of our season, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, the first period, Billingham took the 2 goals lead, but then he came back on the PP, and it was fairly even the first. I think it was the second period where Billingham kind of went away from it, whether it was what they did or something you didn't do. I don't know what it was in that second period, but obviously broke the game in that second period, and then that was the game done and dusted pretty much.
Yeah, I think we've got to control our emotions. Like you said, first period I think was a little even. Yes, being outshot, but we'd expect that here because Billingham they play in their own barn really, really well. I think we let the emotions go when there was a hit at one point in the game, and then you've got a few people struggling around. We've lost another player off the bench, and trying to fill that in was a little difficult. So it took me till I got them in at this period break to actually calm that down and then come out in the third a little bit more composed.
And a better response from the third period for you?
Yeah, still soaking up pressure, but soaking up pressure in the right areas. We had plenty of chances to put the puck on net in that third period. Probably our highest shot count, I would suggest. And taking the result from that period as a 1-0 just shows what we could have done if we concentrated and stayed with it.
These home and homes, the double headers, back to backs, whatever you want to call them, it's going to be obviously on your ice tomorrow afternoon. You're still going to be pretty much the same numbers wise?
Yeah, unfortunately we are down a number of numbers, some holidays, some illness, some injuries already picked up at the beginning of the year, and a ban to boot doesn't really help the start. But hopefully, look, over the next, I think 4 games, we're going to be similar to this, and then the team strengthens as we start getting people back. But got to look after people in that space.
And as we talked about before the game, this season, the division as a whole is kind of wide open. There's a number of teams can challenge at the top, and ourselves and yourselves are probably going to be in that mix.
Yeah, I think, look, off tonight's showing it probably wouldn't look like that, but we do know we're going to strengthen as we start to get some bodies back. We certainly have cemented the systems that we want to use this year, and I think the guys have had a great pre-season, like I said before. Coming short-numbered, 12 skaters, it makes it difficult. It's not going to be a big change for 12. It will be a big change for tomorrow. I think we're down to 10, but look, let's see where we go. We'll come and compete tomorrow just as we have today. Yeah,
and you mentioned the pre-season. Obviously, last year you had the emotion of coming back, but then you had the break, and when you came back to full action, you were pretty much playing double headers the rest of the season, which kind of affected what we could do. With a normal schedule this year, and to get everybody back up and running, what are you looking at for the Deeside Dragons?
Really, really confident that we're going to be a very competitive side as the season grows. No expectations of where that's going to finish, but playoffs for me is essential. And look, I want a good showing in the cup. I want this team to be able to compete and take things home to the fans. A little bit of silverware along the way would go a long, long way. But look, for me, the goals that we set out is to compete this year, make sure that we give ourselves opportunity to win those games, and certainly don't come to Billingham on a night like this and get bullied a wee bit off the puck. But hey ho.